Hi, friends. Empress Dannie here. Thank you guys for being with me today. Thank you for hitting that like button, making sure that you share and are subscribed to this channel. We are going to check in for daily messages, see what Spirit has to offer us. To order our steps on the day ahead. I can tell you, I'm channel song that I'm hearing is um, it's by Drake. I can't remember what it's called. I want to say it's called Doing It Wrong" off of Marvin's Room. Um, he's saying, "Cry if you need to, but I can't stay to watch you. It's the wrong thing to do." The song is talking about when you break up with somebody, and you know how it's like if they're sad, then sometimes you want to console them, and then it was like he was talks about like you would end up saying I love you and I would end up lying and saying I love you too, just trying to like console that person. So some of you, I don't know if you're dealing with breakups. There could be some significance around separation, leaving a job, wanting to go back, letting go of something that's not good for you, but it's like it the actual act of maybe like breaking away could definitely be painful, and there could be temptation to return to that. So for those of you who are in that position, I actually specifically I was getting a focus on prayer in my meditation. So some of you may find yourselves drawn to pray, or there could be things that you have been praying for or about. um, I was getting specifically for those of you who seek out other people to pray for Jeezy, because obviously he's going through a divorce or has already been through it, but I'm sure that that's not difficult. There's a healing process. Even when it's the right thing to do doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt. So I was just hearing, keep young Jeezy in your prayers for those of you um who feel led to do so. But just prayer in general, I just heard a strong response. So some of you may find that you're actually, when you pray, when you ask a thing, you're getting answers to it. I was getting a heavy energy around just seeing the power of your manifestations. I just heard fruit. Okay. Growth coming a result of some things that you have been desiring, and I just kind of feel like I just heard petitioning for. Okay. Some of you, there may be follow up of some sort that's needed. I'm getting the energy of a release of some sort that's coming through. For some of you, this is communication. And these could be things where spirit is saying, like, pray about this, right? If it's been a concern for you, some of you, there may be a situation where you're wanting to know if you won or lost. This could be like, I don't know, I'm hearing like bingo or something. I just heard pull tabs, but it could be anything. If it's a concern that you have, I feel like this is a season where spirit is um making clear to you what is real and what is not real, so that you can establish the foundation for your beliefs and fully embrace it. Okay. For some of you, this is like, is my relationship real, right? Is Are they serious about me? There are some things that again, if you've prayed that, maybe you've asked another person that, right? Do they really like me? Do they really care about me? Sometimes you are not in a position to ask that person. You have to ask God, show me if this is real. Yeah, I'm hearing tell me it's real. The feelings that we feel. Some of you, that can be the case, like before you maybe take the next steps, or it can even be where if I think someone maybe has betrayed me, you could be asking for confirmation from spirit. Do they stay or do they go? And it feels like you're going to most definitely be getting, I get the energy of like life changing answers, answers that will change your heart perhaps towards a person. um I do feel, I get that very strongly. Some of you, these are friendships or relationships. Maybe you wondered, yeah, I'm hearing hammer. Too legit. Too legit. You may quit. There are things that take place in our lives. Hey, Sky. There are things that take place in our lives where we maybe that cause us to question others' legitimacy. man, they don't really like me, or man, they're not really who they say they are, or I don't know about them, or this or that. And it just feels like if you've been in a space where it's like, I need to be sure, right? I need to be, I need proof. This is really the energy that I get, whether this is a win or not. So I don't waste any more time. Or, it might be like I have words for you, but I want to make sure that before I give you these words, that these are the right words, right? It could be before I take some sort of action, because it does feel like the season of action. So I do feel like this could even be broken down by like times of day. There could definitely be something that by like I just heard mid-afternoon, a decision will be made about one way or another, right? And it's almost like I'm cutting you in or I'm cutting you out. So it's almost like spirit make real to me whether this should stay or go, whether they should stay or go, whether they're serious about me or not serious about me, so that I can determine whether or not this is a win or a loss. Yeah. Last card out is the confront card. Okay. So a confrontation coming perhaps by the end of the day. This could just be like something that you're confronting within yourself. It can be like, I just heard, I don't know if I have heart disease or not. So somebody could definitely be taking the steps. Obviously that's an easy one. Clarify your belief by getting the appropriate testing done to determine whether or not that is a condition that, you're needing to address or confront. But I really get the energy of, I don't necessarily get fears. I feel this is more, um, I don't know. This can be like based on, yeah, I see detach. Okay. So this can be like, I'll use for example, say you have, I'm hearing a celebrity crush. Okay. And maybe you're wanting confirmation that my celebrity crush, I just heard, is attainable, right? This is just, fictitious for the sake of telling a story, right? And obviously, when I say celebrity, it doesn't have to be a celebrity. This can definitely be someone in your neighborhood, but maybe you're wanting to know if I actually have a shot, if I actually have a chance with them, right? Is this worth it? Should I even try? That type of thing, right? It's where sometimes you feel like, I don't know, I feel like, I could have a fair shot, but I don't know because I just heard they're a celebrity, right? And it doesn't, like I said, have to be a celebrity. It can just be someone who, and I just heard, makes your eyes light up, right? Whatever that looks like. So if someone makes your eyes light up, you may want to know, like, is this real? Is this one-sided? Am I just infatuated? It could be like a job, and y'all know these spam jobs they be sending out, but it could be like, getting some things via email and being like, is this really an opportunity for me? And it maybe not be until there's some sort of confrontation, right, that you have a better comprehension or understanding. You're able to clarify if maybe some of the things that you've been sensing or feeling are true, or perhaps they're fears that are unfounded. And that confrontation was required because sometimes that can be where we think somebody doesn't like us, and so it's like, Holy Spirit, make this real to me, God, show me the truth as to whether or not they like me, or are they just faking, are they just phony? Well, this is where some of you may be praying that, or you may be asking a person, right? And then by, I just heard the fruits, right? What comes of what they say, what you make of maybe it is their response, you recognize like, okay, they don't really like me, right? I need to what? Then the shadow is what, cutting them off, right? It's detaching, it's disconnecting those feelings, right? And then it's like, it could also be, yeah, they do really like me, or they do really want me. They are really interested, right? They do really want this. They're serious about this. So now I can confront maybe some of the things that I felt and disconnect from those, or detach from that energy, so that I'm able to move forward, now that I have a better understanding or a comprehension that this is a winning situation for me. So it just kind of feels like using our discernment. I just heard also our words. So I do feel like if they're, sometimes we, especially those of us who are nice, thick, and spiritual, we like to sit back and just have spirit reveal everything. We don't want to have to ask any questions, right? We don't want to have conversations. Spirit is the only one I need to communicate with. No, No, sometimes it's necessary for you to talk to that person because um, the we are here because we are meant to actually connect, right? If we were just meant to connect with spirit, then what's the purpose in being in a world with other people? We may as well live alone. So there, that external connection, sometimes spirit will not give us the answers, right, from an internal perspective, so that we can reach, right, utilize the fact that we're here to commune, to connect with others. So don't neglect to consider if there may be an opportunity or a place where spirit is asking you. If you want clarity, well, reach out, ask them, talk to them, confront them. Some of you, that could definitely be the shadow, but in it could determine whether or not you are able to receive a yes from spirit on a matter, or if it's a no, right? So don't detach from spirit. Spirit may be leading you to have certain conversations, discussions today. This could also be spirit leading someone to you, right? And they may be a little bit fearful or apprehensive, even. But I feel in that conversation, you're going to perhaps better understand. Could be things that people believe about you, right? And it may be an opportunity to establish what is the truth. Guys, that's what I have for you today. Enjoy this beautiful day ahead. It's going to be probably a little delay before I get to Tarot Palace. We'll do probably a live check-in here in an hour. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you all again soon. Make sure you check out our TikTok if you have not already. Bye for now.